Hello everyone. Welcome to day 13 of the series SQL50. Today's problem statement is confirmation rate. We have two SQL tables. The first one is signups, which has user ID and timestamp. As you can see, user ID has unique values and each row contains information about sign up time. Then we have confirmations table, which has user ID, timestamp, and action, which are integer datetime and enum data types. The confirmation rate of a user is the number of confirmed messages divided by the total number of requested confirmation messages. The confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation message is 0. Round the confirmation rate to 2 decimal points. Write a solution to find confirmation rate of each user. So this is the definition of the confirmation rate, and that's what we need to find for each user. Return the result table in any order. This is an example. So we can see this is our signups table. This is our confirmation table, which has bunch of user ID and bunch of user ID here and action and timestamp as well, and we have the output where we have to give confirmation rate. Now, few things to observe here. First of all, in the confirmation table, for some users there will be timeout and confirmed. For some users there is no entry present, means they never really tried. So for such cases it has to be 0. That's what has been mentioned. The confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation, means which doesn't have any request to begin with, neither timeout nor confirmed. For them as well, we have to print 0 as confirmation rate. So this is the problem statement, and now we will look at the solution step by step. So we will do it in couple of steps. First, we will count the confirmation, number of confirmation. So for that, we are doing a left join between sign up and confirmation. Left join keeping signups on the left because signups will have all the user ID, all the distinct user ID, but confirmation may or may not have if the person never really sent a request. For such users, there will be no entry for the user. So that's why we need to use sign up on the left and perform a left join. The joining condition will be on user ID, and since we are counting the number of confirmed, that's why we are also having this condition on action. After that, we are grouping by 1, which is user ID. This is how we get the confirm count. After that, we also have to get another count, which is for request count. For request count, the subquery is almost similar, except here we use count start. Remember, if we use count action here as well, then we will get all the counts of actions where there is timeout or confirmed. But in case there is action null, such counts will not be considered in this case. But we also need to consider the users who did not send any request. So to get those counts as well, we will use count start. Because this is a left join, you can see that the people who did not send any confirmation request will also be there in this output. So for such people, there will be user ID, but there will not be any action. So the action will be null. So to accommodate these instances as well, we have to use count star. This is the only difference between these two. And also there is no condition on action because we want to count all the incidences. After that, we are using just a subquery. So this is the view we have. First, we have a request count. This is the sign request. First one is sign request and the second one is sign confirmed. Here the action is confirmed. After that, we are just querying the required column. As you can see, we are selecting user ID and we are dividing confirm count by request count. And we also have to round it up to 2 decimal points, which is mentioned in the problem statement. So the left join is done between the sign request and sign confirm, because again, remember that sign request will have some user IDs where there is no entry present in the confirmations table. So that's why we need to put sign request on the left, and we are doing the join on user ID. So for beginners, I would suggest you guys to first do the subqueries and then join all of these things together and see the final result. That's all for the solution.